Hi there, my name is Jade and I am your Instructor Live trainer. Welcome to class 2 of your back care program. So I invite you to take a seat in a comfortable chair with your feet hip distance apart and feet grounded onto the floor. When you're ready, we're going to place both hands gently onto the thighs, roll the shoulders down the back so that there is no tension between the shoulders, the upper back and the neck. Lengthen through the spine so we're not collapsing and curving into the lower back, and start to activate your abs by just drawing the belly button slightly towards your spine. Let's start with some neck rolls here. So we're going to bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Then we're going to slowly roll the chin across the chest, take a semicircle before we bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Pause there and we'll go again. So we're rolling the chin heavy across the chest and then softly hold as the right ear comes to the right shoulder. So you take a breath out as you roll the chin across the chest and inhale as you pause at the other side. Let's do that one more time. Slowly roll the chin across the chest, holding it here, easing yourself gently back up to neutral spine. Let's come into some shoulder rolls. Inhale, bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale as you slide them down the back. So what we're doing here is starting to release any tension through the shoulders, getting some mobility through the upper back. We are going to work on the upper back a little bit in this session today. We're going to start to work on a little bit of strength as well. So whilst you're here, this is a gentle self-massage. Inhaling, exhaling, dropping the shoulders down and just making some extra space between the upper back and the ears. Let's do this once more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Now on the previous video, we did cat and cow with the hands behind the head. I'm going to invite you to do this with your hands on the thighs. So you inhale, take the eye line up towards the ceiling, that arch into the lower back. And then exhale as the chin comes to the chest. You drop the shoulders down, tuck the tailbone under and look at the belly button. We do that again. Inhale, that pelvis tilt we did before as well. So I'm pressing the hips forwards as I open up through the chest. And then we tuck the tailbone under as the chin comes to the chest, round through the back and look down at the belly. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, arching through the back, mobilizing through the lower back here, making space as you open up through the chest. And then bringing the chin to the chest, rounding the shoulders forwards as we gently bring the body all the way down. Let's find a neutral spine. So pelvis, neutral, space through the spine. We bring the hands together, interlace the fingers together. We're going to press the palms of the hands forwards and then lift the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. So we're in a seated full body stretch once again. Now, when you're pressing those palms of the hands up, make sure there's no tension through the shoulders. The ribs don't flare, and we want to keep that pelvis in neutral. So what I mean there is don't curve the back and don't arch through the lower back either. Take a side bend, come up and over towards the right. So peeling the arms back, make sure the arms don't collapse in front of the face. Breathing into the left rib cage here. Try not to lift the bottom off the chair. Let's slowly come back through center. Take it over to the left. So to the top left-hand corner of the room. Legs are staying as they are, feet grounded, knees parallel. Pulling that arm back, maybe taking the eye line to look up if you can. Then come back to the ceiling. This time, turn the palms of the hands to face you and bring the hands down forwards now in front of the chest. Hands are still interlaced. We're going to curve the back, so press your hands forwards. Tuck the tailbone under like we did in video 1. So I'm going to roll through the hips, chin comes down to the chest, and you make the letter C shape with your back. Try and drop the shoulders away from the ears and draw the belly button towards the spine. Now we keep this C-curve pose, keep this openness through the upper back. Gently take your hands towards the right. So I'm twisting through the upper body now. Use the left hand to delicately pull the arm across the body. So you're pulling the arm across the body. Should get more of a stretch in between one specific shoulder blade in the upper back. Slowly come through the middle. Just make sure you've still got that C curve. Chin is still on the chest. And then slowly coming over to the left. So you're pulling that arm across the body. Try not to force your body into any positions that don't feel comfortable, but use a little bit of pressure to go deeper into this twist. And then we'll slowly make our way back to center. Bring the hands all the way up to the ceiling, lengthen the spine. Take the hands away from each other, give the fingers a little wriggle, and then slowly bring the hands down onto the thighs. Great, let's this time take your right arm up only. So the right arm's gonna come up. Now you're going to take the right arm out to the side, bring it all the way behind your back so you're reaching towards your left hip. I'm going to take my left hand and hold my hands here. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm interlacing my hands, holding them together on my left hip. So I'm gently pulling that right arm around my back. Once you're there, open out through the chest, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure the core is active, so draw the belly to the spine, and then bring the left shoulder to the left ear. Now this is a really gorgeous stretch, a great way to release through the upper back, the neck. So we did a gentle neck stretch in session 1. So now we're going a little bit deeper into the neck and the upper back combined. Slowly release the hands, bring the head back to neutral. Pop the hands down onto the thighs. Let's go to the other side. So the left arm sweeps all the way up, make space first. Take that left arm out to the side. It comes behind your back towards your right hip. You take your right hand and hold your hands together, trying to get them to the right hip if you can. So pull that arm around the back and then slowly right ear to right shoulder. So again, just be careful. Sometimes some of these stretches can sometimes catch you out, so you might not realize how tight the body is. So using the breath really helps the body to relax, to settle. So a slow breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then gently realign the head, bring the hands back, place the hands onto the thighs. Let's do a little back strengthening sequence. So you're going to bring the elbows in towards the rib cage. Palms of the hands are facing towards each other. Rolling the shoulders down the back. And again, make sure you're drawing the belly button towards the spine so your lower back is supported. From here, we're going to take a little shoulder squeeze in the upper back. So you're going to open the arms out to the side, try and squeeze your shoulder blades together in the upper back, trying to keep your elbows as close towards your body as you can without arching into the lower back. Then I bring the hands back to center. So I'm going to keep that going. So I'll open the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together in the upper back, and then slowly bring the hands back to center. Now keep that going. What I would like you to think about is you're keeping your straight spine, keeping the space between the shoulders and the ears, and you're not putting any added pressure into the lower back by curving through the spine. So everything stays stable and controlled, and we are isolating into the upper back only here. Let's slowly bring the arms all the way out to the side. Leave the hands there. Now this time you reach the arms towards the walls and then pull the elbows back in towards the rib cage. Let's do it again. So you're going to reach out to the side, palms of the hands are facing forwards, and then pull those elbows back in towards the body. So whilst you're doing this, you should feel the muscles in the upper back really activating. So this is great to help us with posture, with correct alignment. So sweeping out, pulling the elbows back towards the center. One more time, reaching out, slowly pulling the elbows in. Then you turn so the hands come back to face forwards. This time we row, so you reach the arms forwards and then pull the elbows slightly back past the body without adjusting the lower back. And then we go again. So we reach forwards and then pull the elbows back, squeeze the elbows together. One last time, reaching forwards and then slowly squeeze the upper back, pull the elbows really close towards the body, bringing the arms forwards. This time we're going to do a self-hug. This is called an easy eagle pose because we will come to full eagle later on through the program. You're going to slowly take your left arm underneath your right. So my left arm has gone underneath my right arm's on top. And then you wrap the arms around you. Give yourself a bit of a self-hug. So I'm taking hold of my shoulder blades. Elbows are on top of each other. Now just try and creep the hands around the back as much as you can. This is quite a nice stretch as it is. And then if it's accessible here for you today, we're going to bring the chin to the chest, curve down. So remember, we tuck the tailbone under, roll down through the upper back. Keep hold of those shoulder blades. Allow the head to fall heavy and pause here. So really opening up through the upper back where we've just been working. Making space between the shoulders and the ears, breathing into the back body, and then gently peel yourself back up. What I would like you to do is take the hands off, open the arms all the way up towards the ceiling into each corner of the room. So opening through the chest, soften the elbows, and then we bring the hands in front. Try and do the other side. So your left arm comes on top, right arm's underneath. We wrap the arms around the back, try and find your shoulder blades. Once you're there, if you want to go further, chin to the chest, round through the back. You're making that letter C shape through the back. Chin comes down, let the head fall heavy. Slowly pulling the body down towards the legs, opening up through the upper back. And then we'll peel ourselves all the way up to seated. Open those arms wide, big breath in as you open through the chest. Maybe take the eye line up as well. And exhale as you slowly bring the hands down. Brilliant work. I hope you enjoyed your session number 2 today. And hopefully I will see you for session number 3.